So there's a lot of women asking, where do you meet these guys that pay the rent in full? Where do you meet these guys that pay the rent in full? You met him. He just doesn't drive a really fancy car. You met him. He just wasn't over 6 foot. You met him. He just wasn't the best dresser. You met him and he may have said something awkward on the first date. Those guys are at work. Those guys will look you dead in your eye and say, yeah, I know you want a 6-bedroom house. I understand that. But for right now, while I'm going through this program in school, we're going to be in this 1-bedroom apartment. Those type of dudes are not going to pay $300 on the first date for a meal. Those type of dudes aren't going to go out here and buy you a purse just because you're cute. These type of guys are going to go on vacation, but baby, there will be some planning involved. And somehow, somewhere, got it twisted that unless a man can be spontaneous and do whatever you want at the drop of a hat, then that means he's not capable of taking care of business. Those type of men take care of business. It's just, they're boring. They're predictable. They're routine. They will not give you any and everything that you want, which a lot of women don't like being told no. They will compromise. But until you become a woman that understands, I'm with the man that makes sure our home is taken care of first, you're not going to be ready for him. You met him. You just thought he was lame.
So true story, guys, is absolutely true. You ladies, you meet these guys all the time. You meet guys, and as much as you say things about these guys aren't serious, the dating pool, especially with women here in Atlanta, there's tons of guys out here that want to make something official, that are looking for a woman to settle down with, looking for a woman to take care of. But just because they can't be Instagram famous or take you to places where you can be Instagram famous and be spontaneous and all these other things that she described, they're boring. And as I said before, and as another gentleman said on a video, you can give a woman every emotion, every feeling, except never let her get bored. Never let her become bored. Just don't let her get bored. And a lot of times you guys who are quote unquote good guys, you're providers, you're willing to love, care, protect, provide, as I already said, for these women. These women don't like that. These women either want a rich dude or they want a wave of emotions. You ladies overlook these guys all the time, and a lot of times you just end up paying the bills by yourself or being somebody's side chick. And that's just the fact of the matter, and you know this. You prefer to be a side chick rather than just be with the man and support him and him support you and take care of you. Because most women, you're competing with these ladies online. You don't want to live these average lives. You don't. That's why a lot of times you live above your means. Your credit shot, you're driving hoopties, or you ball out during tax time. That's where we're at right now. And then you had the nerve to say men ain't ish. I don't know. But she's right. And a lot of women got upset about this. But there was a video, which I'm going to play later, but I'm going to put these posts up for you guys to read where this lady was talking about men or whatever. So we're going to jump into that. And I want to get you guys' thoughts on it. Let's go. So she kicks it off. She says, where can I meet a normal guy? He says, you don't want a normal guy. Stop it. Normal, but he still needs to make more money than me. Right? Sean says, that's tough to find. How much you make? I make enough to travel and live as I please. Nothing too crazy. I just need someone who can match that because I grew up struggling and will never go back to that lifestyle. Because I gave a chance to someone who didn't before, and after supporting him in his dreams for a year, spending all my savings, he ended up hitting me during an argument. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Why does he have to make more money than you? And I guess that was her response. My man said, rich people don't hit. Not saying that, but if I'm going to end up being disrespected in the end regardless, I'd like to not have wasted my funds in the process. Guys, this is how women think. And not to say that you need to be with a broke dude, but she wants a dude that's making more than her. And I guess a lot of times people equate that to respect in the grand scheme of things. Like, she's not going to respect you if she makes more than you, or how can you have leverage over her, or vice versa. And there's all these different conversations that come in with this. which a lot of people tend to think about like, yo, I can't do that. I can't rock like that. I got to make more money because a woman just might end up throwing it in your face. You know what I'm saying? But we got another clip here. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go.
How about you help me find a husband?
It ain't the oldest, it ain't the youngest. It's the treatment. It's not the oldest, Amber. It's not the good-looking one, Amber. It's not the one got money, Amber. It's the one honest.
And not too many of them honest nowadays.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad. The women's going bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad.
You gonna flip the script on us?
Yeah, it's the women done gone bad.
You a woman yourself.
I'm a woman myself, but I don't do half the things I see these women do now.
They don't care no more.
Cause that's when the men don't respect them. That's why. Let me tell you something, Amber. You got to give a man respect to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You got to give your husband respect to get respect. Cause as long as you respect him, ain't too much he gonna do wrong.
So y'all heard Granny right there. It's the women. And she was hoping, I mean, I know she was being funny, not the old lady, but the young lady who was recording. But that's what it is at the end of the day. You got to give somebody something to respect. You want all these different things because of this social media. It's just a warped sense of reality, a warped sense of what a man should be. And dating is hard because I feel like women make it hard. Women create these monsters. And yes, I'm going to blame it on you. Women create the monsters because a man is generally the same. Right? He conducts himself in the same way. It's the woman that's constantly changing up, right? And the things that men have to do to attract a woman is part of the problem, which men are doing these things. And men get their heart broken. Men get destroyed. Women, feelings are all over the place. Women just, and I'm not saying it's just a necessary evil. Women, I mean, you can say, well, what? Why do you say all these things? I'm just saying, this is what it is, bro. And there has to be a complete paradigm shift as far as women and consciousness and their outlook. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.